I've been wanting to make a review on the Nintendo Switch Online gaming subscription with the expansion pass, and I really thought about how I've been using it. I signed up in February paying $49.99 USD for a full year. Usually I don't pay yearly subscriptions for really anything and was thinking $50 was a little pricey all at once, but compared to subscriptions like PlayStation at over $100 or even Xbox's top tier being $20 per month, almost half of Nintendo's full year, the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass is actually a really good deal, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. Before I begin, definitely give a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I first bought the Nintendo Switch Online subscription to play The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and really only that at first. Yes, it did come with a host of games from original NES, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy, and more, but honestly, I really didn't think the other games would interest me much. So $50 did seem pretty steep at first to play one game that came out 25 years ago. And yes, there might be other alternatives to play Ocarina of Time out there, but I wanted to stick with the most official way, if you get what I'm saying. Now, Nintendo Switch Online has their standalone subscription for $20, but in order to play Ocarina of Time, you needed to access their expansion pass, which had the N64 game pack. And so, $50 down, I was in for the rest of the year. As I played through Ocarina of Time, the clunkiness did take a little bit to get used to with remapped controls on the Switch, but soon I was playing for hours at a time and able to experience the magic that many did the first time they played on the Nintendo 64. The ability to save at literally any point of time with the Nintendo Switch save states was a game changer. So with Ocarina of Time, I played it, I loved it. However, there were really no other games that were capturing me that much, even older Zelda games. So I was casually playing Pokemon Snap again, maybe a little bit of Donkey Kong Country. It was interesting testing out a bunch of older games, but I guess I was more distracted by other games, more updated outside of the Nintendo Switch Online universe. You see, I love playing games for the story, and a lot of the well-known Nintendo games aren't really known for that. That is, until I remembered one gaming franchise was available in Nintendo Switch Online. Earthbound. Growing up in the 90s, I had the classic Nintendo and Super Nintendo, but I am so sad that I have never heard about Earthbound until last year when I finished Undertale, a game heavily inspired by the Shikasato Itoi classic. Earthbound was originally released under the name Mother in Japan. It is a 3-part video game series that first came out in 1989 for the NES and received an English translation and US release for the first 2 games under the names Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound. And both are available to play on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion. I ran straight through Earthbound, then Earthbound Beginnings, and it became my new obsession. Honestly though, I would have not played Earthbound Beginnings if it weren't for the Switch save states. But I'm so glad it's more accessible now more than ever. Now they just need to work on including Mother 3 somehow. So here's a recap. With access to a plethora of games on NES, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Advance, and more, and also making it easier to play and manage with Nintendo Switch save states, the Nintendo Switch Online subscription with the expansion pass is wholly worth it in my opinion, and will renew your love for retro games like it did mine. There's also a 7-day free trial, so you could try it out beforehand. Just remember not to get the load and create buttons mixed up like I did way too many times when saving. And it does really depend on what type of games you're into, even though many games I came across didn't interest me, although there were a few of those gems which in my opinion definitely justified the cost, especially with the accessibility of save states. When my boyfriend played on the Switch, he was mainly on the pass, playing classics like Metroid, so he was able to enjoy a lot of the games that maybe I wasn't crazy about. With my subscription still active, I plan to play even more retro Nintendo games on my channel, and I even tried out retro games from other platforms like Final Fantasy VII and Half-Life, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Catch my live streams and playlists to check out those games and a host of others that I play. Thanks for watching!